welcome to the speed run. I feel like there's way too many tabs open, so I'm just gonna close literally every single tab. Way too many chess tabs open. Get rid of it. Nobody wants to see that much chess. Nobody likes chess that much. Nobody. All right. Okay. Let's get a new 10-minute game going. Programmer 08 starts with knight f3. So I'm kind of the camp that you should copy, and if we'll see what my opponent does, but he's playing this. So if he plays e4, we're gonna play c5, and black's better. This is a better structure. Is he trying to go d4? d4. But you can't play d4 because e4 is hanging. Okay. Queen b6. Let's eyeball b2. See if he wants to give me the bishop pair. Don't really know where this bishop goes. I see that I have knight g4. Maybe let's do this and put the bishop on e6. Makes a good amount of sense. So if, for example, he goes here, we are going to go grab that bishop. Let's go do that. I think my opponent should play h3. But I specifically waited for knight d2 to do this. Oh my god. So e3 is super duper weak. g3 is weak. d3 is weak. So if I go here, and he takes, and he goes d4, I take. Okay, but he's got that covered. Let's just develop. I mean, we're gripping the break really hard. We're gripping it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay. Don't think we're super in love with the double sets of doubled pawns, just because there's a weakness on d6 that's open and exposed. I do think we're gonna start expanding. Maybe look at b4. Maybe look at c4. Could be good. Like c4. Okay, let's keep expanding. I don't see what this does. Okay. So he's threatening this, so I need to just Okay. And if take. So he's gonna go here, and I don't think he's gonna have enough defenders. Like, don't think it matters so much. Let's take like this. Okay, we're on B2 as well. So we could just grab this. I see no reason not to grab that. And then if we go here, it's a little bit of a fancy move, but we're gonna do it. Hit the rook. And I'm trying to unpin my bishop in a way that gains time. So nice thing is we're up a pawn. This is an X factor bishop. I don't really in love with the idea of like opposite colored bishops, so I'm okay to give the bishop away for a pawn. Though I think the whole opposite colored bishop thing is kind of overblown, to be honest. Like, it's usually pretty hard. Okay. Let's go here. I'm trying to save the bishop with tempo. I'm threatening this. Bishop is great on e5. Yeah, so this will be interesting because it'll be an opposite colored bishop endgame. Okay, I'm just gonna grab. But I'm just up 2 pawns, and the bishop on e5 is super incredibly godly, and this bishop is incredibly stupid. I think the game is just like completely over. The queen is coming into the dark squares, and the king is not going to last. But even if the queens were off, black is still winning. The queens were off, I would probably play a3, and I would go after this pawn. Okay, he's not going to survive this. Just looks way too hard. Okay, let's go here. I'm trying to get bishop d4, so he's tethered to the d4 square. Okay. Okay, so I'm threatening bishop d4. Threatening bishop f4 as well. So I'm able to win the exchange. Don't see a compelling reason not to do that. Okay, let's just double. Let's just get out of the way of the bishop. No e5 shenanigans. I think it's still pinned. He's not really threatening to move it still, because there's bishop c3. So I'm just kind of going to go over here. And if he wants, he can let us have bishop c3. I mean, really. Obviously, there's many ways to win. But this is just kind of funny. It's just like an illustration of how permit he is. Okay. He's got to give the rook now. Okay, this is a check though, right? Check. I guess I see the idea. We're still gonna take both the rooks. Do you think both the rooks are really strong here? Okay. Okay, so queen b7. It's only reasonable move. I'm gonna go here. This queen c6. Okay, we just gotta keep everything defended. This. Everything is touching each other. And I'm just going to put the king on here, and the queen is going to be completely impotent. Only thing I have that's undefended is I got this checkable king, and I got this pawn on h6. But, I mean, there's white weaknesses everywhere. I'm also covering bishop c4 a ton of times, because that's the only other way you can generate counterplay is on f7. So that's always feels nice. Okay, it's free. Still covering bishop c4. This is not defended anymore. Okay, let's just go back. Okay, time to start winning all of his pieces. Time to start winning all of the pieces. I'll let you have my a pawn. You can have that pawn. It's on the house. It's on the house. It's actually not on the house. It's actually, you don't get to have my pawn. I'm sorry. Unfortunate. Sad for you. My pawn is not free. Actually, it's just checkmate. You can go here. Oh, he's covering the square. That's, I guess, pretty nice for him. Oh, that would be a bad move. Okay. Just start taking all the stuff. I mean, I don't think well, I'm up 8 points of material. I'm pretty safe in my ability to win up 8 points of material. Alright, bishop is doing a great job covering the dag to my king. No checks. And we will leave this pawn alive. We could have taken it. Threatened rook h1. This also threatens rook here. Figured there was very little difference. My bishop is very momentarily undefended. He's gonna do that, sure. Alright. So how did that go? So I was talking about this new opening. So this is Q chess, for anyone new who's watching. I say this every single time. So against knight f3, I was talking about what systems I like, and I said I like to copy. So knight f6, g3, g6, bishop g2, bishop g7. I think he castled. I castled. He played d3. I played d6. He played e4, and I played c5. And I said I like this system for black. I think it's a better the Sicilian structure is better than this King's Indian structure. And okay, he played c3, trying for d4. Played knight c6, and he played bishop g5. I'm somewhat regretting what I played. I played queen b6, which is not the best. Best is to play just b5. Just go for it. Just gotta launch your attack. You gotta believe in the heart of the cards. It's interesting. So best for him is to just pull right back. That's fascinating. Okay, he played this move. So he's taking his eyes off the d4 break. And here I said I played h6. I wanted to see what the bishop would do. Bishop went back to e3. And I was going to play bishop d7. I was trying to decide where to put this bishop. And I decided on playing e5. Not because he's really threatening this. He might actually be threatening it. But more like, okay, I always have knight g4 to go after the bishop. But doing it now is not, like, it doesn't do anything, right? He just moves the bishop. And my knight is gonna, like, why is my knight on g4? It's gonna get kicked by h3. So, yeah, so just go back. So I was deciding what to do with this bishop, and I was like, well, I could put it on d7, but then I liked the idea of putting it on e6, which led me to this idea of e5. It's more harmonious to put it on e6 once the e5 pawn has been pushed. And I said, okay, he can't really play knight d2. That didn't stop him. He did play that move. It's quite a bad move, you can see. Simply because it gives me this bishop. Computer is saying not to even go for the bishop. That is so bizarre. Just bishop e6. Fascinating. I see, because maybe he's got this in-between shot. So we play h3. And I played bishop e6, and he played knight c4, and I played queen c7. I didn't take it, right? This kind of looks appealing because he's got double isolated pawns. But in reality, what's more important is the weakness of d6, which is very, very, very weak, and there's no way for me to access these pawns. So white is actually better here. So that's why I did not want to take. I just want to expand. So I played queen c7. And he went back. And I played b5 anyway. Because it's a second move. I'm just trying to, you know, potentially crack open lines. He went here. I played a5. Saying c4 makes sense. Now the pawns get double and isolated, but the diag is open now, so I can access some of the weaknesses. That's interesting. I played a5. He played d4. And I played bishop c4. Trying to win a pawn. Trying to step out of this threat with tempo. And he didn't care. He moved his rook. And it's saying to start with this capture is good. Interesting. So I went a4. Because he's trying to play d5. Wow, that's so smart. d5 and then my bishop's trapped. That's pretty big brained. Yeah. Okay. But he didn't see that. That's kind of hard to see, to be honest. And yeah, he just went knight d2 and oh wait. And here he took. And I took. And he went here. And I was talking about this move, queen a7. I felt like it's a little weird. It is the best move. It's definitely an attempt to solve the problem tactically. This problem and this problem. Because if I move the bishop, the issue with moving the bishop like somewhere is he's going to go here now. I don't really want to have to deal with that. You can play e3 and like kind of super glue the bishop in. That makes a lot of sense. But I wanted to try to fix both this problem and this pin at the same time. So that was what led me to queen a7, king f2, and knight e5. Again, I'm trying to solve all these problems at once. So I'm trying to trade with tempo, which he obliged. And then I think he played, what did he play? He played some rook move. Rook f1 maybe. And then it's all she wrote from here. I'm going to go to the restroom. I'll be back very shortly. All right. Let's play one more game. We're almost closing on 2,000. The Caro-Kann. I love playing against the Caro-Kann. Let's play the short. This is what I normally play. I was thinking about... Okay, let's change it up. This is the best... This is the Chinese move. I normally play bishop d3. They both kind of have the same idea of queen g4 if they take. So let's do that. So not so pleasant for black to deal with this. not pleasant at all. I think the Chinese evaluation is 0.6, 0.06. Okay, he does go back. I think that's something that we can all celebrate. Let's just go bishop d3. And this is the nice thing of c3. It's a very multi-purpose move, right? It keeps the knight out of b4. Okay. Okay, the queen often goes to h5. Maybe I should have put it on h5 immediately, because now... Am I worried about that? I don't think I care, because then g6 becomes unstable. Okay, let's put it on h5 right now. Queen is super good on h5, holding the center, eyeballing, castling, supporting knight g5. Incredibly strong queen on h5. Impossible to kick the queen. There's no g6. And even if there was g6, you wouldn't really want to play it. So like, let's say he castles, knight g5, take. It's possible. It gives the dark square bishop, which is kind of a lot to give. But there's major pressure on e5 point. The queen on h5 is so nice though, because it helps hold the point. Dark square bishop is big. I don't know what he's doing. So let's just go here. Could also go here. That looks even better. Oh my god. So bad. Alright, this is gonna be potentially the first game that I lose. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna see how to fight from a losing position. Position is not that bad. Because I'm going to get probably 2 pawns for the piece. Oh, I'm just gonna get the whole piece back? Wow. That was silly. Because if he goes here, I have this. Okay, that didn't make any sense. So it's totally equal now. In terms of material at least, but in terms of the game, surely white's a little bit better with the king so far out from castling, the weakness of the pawns. White's gonna have something. That was a very foolish slip. Okay. Do not think we should be trading queens. Not sure. Probably knight f3 is better. Potentially coming into d4. I don't think we should go on a pawn hunting bonanza. Okay. Okay, let's stick it in here. That looks quite attractive. Hit this, hit this. Definitely don't want to grab this pawn like prematurely, or potentially at all. Like, we'll see. I'm happy with the queen controlling the knight. The queen is on a really good square. It's on a stable square. Knight is supporting c4 potentially. Okay, he's threatening to discover me. So maybe I should pull back. I could also take this. It looks a little greedy. What's life without a little risk? Okay. Let's hit this. I really want to win the white square bishop. That would be really huge. Okay. He doesn't seem to care that much. Okay. Okay, he's threatening checkmate, essentially. He's threatening big threats, so let's just guard. He doesn't have a light square bishop anymore, so... Okay. See why I'm not just up a pawn, to be honest. So I'm a little behind in development. I gotta figure out my scheme. Maybe like this is good. I see. Okay. Okay. Let's just go here. Okay. It's starting to become clear to me why I'm not up a pawn. That move is a terrible move, though. So it lets me get this, which is really stabilizing the position. And there's no e5 because he lost support over e5. And I think I'm just going to be winning now. Bishop is super slicey dicey. And the center is quite tender. Okay, he's threatening. I don't really care. I don't give a damn. Oh, do I care? Maybe I should have cared. Should I have cared? Because this comes with a threat. I don't care about the pawn. I care about... Okay, don't let him take it. Might get his bacon cooked. Like the pawn, yeah, the pawn is... Because the rook is like tactically a target on h4. But I shouldn't have hung it because it comes with a threat. Like if I was able to take and like start like winning the game, then it would have been fine. But I was just not quite able to start doing that. This might be good. I mean, it's equal material, so it can't be bad. His rook is attacked. His center is attacked. His king is really weak. I think his only move is this. At which point I take and... Yeah, bishop d6. take bishop d6, take, just check, take. He's on the pawn, that's annoying. I mean, okay. Oh, wow. Sure. I mean, you gotta figure that you're just losing the game here. If you're playing like this. But let's try and demonstrate. Okay. Gotta figure that there's absolutely no way he's not getting cooked like a book. That we're cooking the books. The books have to be getting cooked. There's no way you're surviving. Put it that way. It seems very challenging to believe. Threatening this. There's no king f7 because you lose. I mean, you're just losing every single which way. Your king is super caught in the crossfire. Okay. That's clever, at least. Okay, let's just go here. Put the king on f3. No more checks. If you want to abandon control over your bishop, you're allowed to do that. Nope. Give me that queen. Also, he was like trying to get queen d5 check, but one, that didn't even work because I'm covering the queen. So I don't. This move is like, I mean, his position is lost, so it's really kind of nonsensical to criticize his moves. But okay, take that. Take this bishop. He's got to defend. Let's see what I remember about this. So, we got the Karo Khan, and he played early c5. We took it. He plays e6. Very principled. It's saying bishop d3 is the best move now. Oh, this is what I used to play. I gotta tell my friends. So I played c3. This is my first time playing. So yeah, usually I play bishop d3. I also am a big fan of this move, queen h5. I think this move is like super, extremely good. Okay, all these moves, all three of these moves are very dangerous. And as you can see from the database, nobody plays them ever. everyone plays like bishop e3, which is like, I'm not in love with bishop e3. But okay, so I played c3. And he took. And then I played queen g4. And he went right back. And already position is close to +1. I played knight f3. He went knight c6. I went bishop d3. He went knight e7. And I castled. He went knight g6. And I was talking about maybe I should have played queen h5 here. I played rook e1. And saying rook e1 is better than queen h5. The queen does go on the h5 square though. Like here is where I play queen h5. It is not the best move. It's the third move. Okay, say just develop. Hard to argue with the logic to just develop. And we're not really worried about this because this bishop is so critical to the functioning of black's position. Like, look at the other bishop. To show you a good way to show how good this bishop is, to contrast it with this bishop. If you trade this bishop away, you're left with this guy. And this guy is not a star employee. Let me put it that way. So already, like, white is like just like winning every single game. So that's nice. So I played queen h5. And what happened? I got tricked here. He played a6. And I played the worst move on the board. I played knight d2. Just like completely hanging knight f4. So we had a terrible position now. But we do what we can. King d7, best move. Wow. Okay, he played rook f8. Rook e3. And he took, which I was surprised by. I felt like we had restored material equality. I liked the white position just because white is maybe a safer king. I don't know. I thought white was a little bit better. He played queen d6. White is a tiny bit better. They're a bunch better if black plays any move that's not queen d6. So good for him for finding this move, preparing to castle long with a gain of time. And I did not really want to trade. Computer says it's okay, but okay. I played queen h5. It's a nice stable square, I felt. Eyeballing the weaknesses. Played bishop d7, knight f3, castles, knight e5 here. And here I grabbed on h7. Maybe knight h5 is not, knight e5 is not so good. Saying rook d3 so that you can develop. Yeah, I was like, okay, free pawn. I played f6. I played knight g6, and I was able to win the light square bishop. And once I won the light square bishop, I was like, okay, this is just very, very, very good. Because he has the files to the king. It's actually not like so easy for him to create a threat though. So we played rook h8, and I played queen d3, I think. Oh no, I played g3. Covering the mate on h2. It's not really mate, but it essentially is mate. It ends the game. Queen takes h2, ends the game, whether it's checkmate or not. He played rook here. I thought about queen f7, but I didn't want to get my queen trapped. Like after e5, my queen has no safe squares. Obviously, they're playing e5 because the threat is queen e6. Yeah, I have no safe squares. He has no way to attack my queen though. And we just go after this pawn. That's funny. Ooh, so we carve out an extra escape plan for us. That's hilarious. Okay. So I didn't see that. So I played queen d3, a little more close to the vest. And you play this. And I played... What did I do? think I went here. Here. Here.
Hi, my other honey.
Hi. Let me finish. Just and he played f5, which I felt like was really bad because I just get bishop f4 for free. Computer agrees, says I'm completely winning. Queen d7. I played rook d1. It likes a queen move. Hitting this maybe. So I played rook d1 because I wanted to play c4. And he went here. And I was like, well, I don't really care about h4, which is the right attitude. You shouldn't care about h4. Best move is queen e3, just giving away h4. And then you get, you know, essentially checkmate against the black king. But c4 is not the correct way to do this, because the problem is not that you're losing a pawn. The problem is that now you have to deal with this pressure over here, which is a little annoying. And the pressure on c4 as well. So okay, I didn't want to lose a bishop, so I played this. And I said he had to play bishop d6. He didn't play bishop d6, which I felt like was bad. Played this move. And I took. And I went. Oh, I checked him first. I didn't go queen a7 first. Maybe that was smart. Okay, I checked. And then I went queen a7. And then we went king e8. Then I went rook c7. And things are looking pretty tough. Tough day in the office. I thought this was a good instructive moment. Just king g2. You want to keep the pieces on. Right, I would like, so that's better than king f1 because this does not keep the pieces on. He gets to trade. This, there's no, like if you check, I just go to f3 and the problem's even worse because now he lost a defender. And he also has to deal with this, which he couldn't really deal with. He played d4 and played rook c8 and think check, take, here, and then the game ended. Because if you want to go rook h6, you lose a rook, and otherwise this bishop's falling. So anyway, hope that was good. It looks like we got 2 points away to 2000. So our next episode, we will be getting all the way to 2000. Alright, you guys have a good day. And I'm logging on.